You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo!
Pauli.
Reaction. The crowd was booing. Why was Brooklyn booing?
Sorry.
I don't know. I just think Sean might have had a little bit more fans than Keith. I don't think
It was a fan thing?
Yeah. I think it was
Willie
Willie
Monroe said he had an 8-4 quarter. How did you score?
I had to
Clearly? Widespread?
Not why, but 7-5-8. That's just
What's the difference?
cleaner punches. Better shots. Porter, even when he got inside, I mean, it wasn't a lot he was doing. I mean, he was doing a lot as far as making him comfortable, but it wasn't any particular shots that really were stood out to me like, oh man, you know, like, I felt he smothered a lot of his own work, and when he didn't, he won the round. Because let's face it, the fight was close. But I thought Thurman.
What does this fight say about both guys?
Top welterweights.
Heart, chin,
character, everything. Yeah.
Does the rematch necessary?
More.
I mean, I think a rematch would sell terrifically. I don't see the reason why they wouldn't. You know?
For any of these guys, for Errol Spence?
Errol's joining the mix too. I mean, why not? You know? Pretty good. So
I know you
it's
say
a very good weight class. Yeah.
Was the best. You had him as your best welterweight. Is that still your opinion?
Still Kell and Keith with Errol right there too. Errol was right behind him. And of course, Sean didn't lose a lot of us. It's a good division.
Now that they have a common opponent, who had the better performance?
I don't know. Put me on the spot right now. I have to give that some thought.
What does Sean Porter have to do, add to his game, so he's not smothering his punch? What would you do as
I don't think he can add to his game by not smothering himself, because that's what makes things ineffective also make things effective for him. That same thing is what makes him effective. If he stops being so aggressive, he won't be as effective anymore. Sean can't sit back on the back foot and counter you. He just doesn't have that ability. He's got to be aggressive. He's got to be first. He's got to be physical. So, you know, it's going to work a lot of the times. Sometimes he's going to run into a tough problem, but even when he runs into a tough problem, he'll make it work. And tonight he made Keith work for it.
Now, you said Thurman was the cleaner puncher. How about effective aggression? Where does that play into it?
I mean, I didn't really think there was a lot of effective aggression if Keith was a bigger puncher. You know, I thought but my thing was I thought Keith swept the late rounds, and because Keith has swept the late rounds, I thought he won the fight. You know, I thought he was able to maintain more distance in bigger spots of the rounds, land some good shots because of that distance. And Sean did come, he bring it in, and he was effective. But you couldn't compare what was landed by Sean with what was landed by Keith a lot of the times. And when you could, Sean won those rounds. And let's face it, the fight was close for that reason.
You know, when Keith took that shot from Collazo, people, you know, that's the stigma now. Now Porter caught him with another big body shot that the guy is like a glass body kind of thing. Like,
body shots are just a timing. Body shots are just a timing thing. I mean, anybody can get hurt with a body shot if it hits you in the right spot at the right time. It's just a timing thing. And he recovers well, obviously, so he's got character.
You think it was bitterness, or you think it was a legitimate statement when Sean came out saying, you know, that he was running?
You know, I mean, what else is he gonna say? He outboxed me? I mean, I guess he's not gonna say that. So he's gonna say, you know, anytime a guy gets outboxed, he says he got ran. You know, it's kind of like the quintessential thing to say. You know, it was a great performance by both guys, though, and that's really what boxing wins tonight, I think, especially on boxing won tonight. You know, I think
looking back at a once upon a time,
and even the co-main event was good, right? It was a good fight. Hurd made a nice performance.
A once upon a time fight that almost happened was Keith and Maidana. How do you think that fight would have looked now after looking at Porter?
I think Keith is a natural welter. He's too sharp. He's too physical. You know, he's sharper. He can't be as physical as Maidana is against Keith as he could against Mayweather. Mayweather performs super lightweight, kind of small. Keith's a big dude to be physical against. You gotta be a big guy yourself to be physical against Keith, right? Like Sean, you know.
Do you take a detour route if you're Keith Thurman, or do you come right back to Sean? If you're Keith Thurman,
I take it in between fights. Come on, man. You want to see that guy again?
Yeah, I agree.
I'd take a break after that.
Priest, how about? I know it's not announced yet, but oh, it is now. What do you think of Canelo Liam Smith?
It's a good fight. No, it's a good fight. I mean, listen, it's a world title fight. You got to get a world title if you're Canelo, because you just vacated his title. So I think it does the trick. It does the job in that he can get a world title if he beats Liam Smith. Liam Smith is looking for American recognition. It doesn't get any bigger than of American recognition than if you can beat a Canelo Alvarez and keep your world title in the process. You know. So, I mean,
what do you say in the barbershop? Is he ducking Canelo? Is Canelo ducking Triple G?
I think everybody thinks he's ducking Triple G. Here's the thing: he brought himself these problems, because if he wouldn't have won a middleweight title, nobody would expect him to fight GGG at middleweight. You can't go win a middleweight title then not fight a middleweight. They brought themselves these problems. So, you know, if you're a middleweight, then you're going to be expected to fight the top middleweights, and that's now he's got that situation.
Appreciate you.
All right,
thank you, Paul.
Dante's Boxing Nation.